I do hope you have enjoyed this section on Othello and on Shakespearean tragedy more broadly. While the emotion you have focused on has been hate, Othello, like all Shakespeare's tragedies, is not confined to the exploration of any one emotion. As you might have realised, Othello also explores love and jealousy, together with a tremendous and overwhelming regret. I've been fascinated by tragedy since first reading King Lear when I was at school. I currently teach a course devoted to tragedy, in which students explore the ways in which this dramatic genre has changed over the course of history. These explorations include a statement from the critic George Steiner, who wrote this book, The Death of Tragedy, in 1961. He argues that tragedy died in the 17th century, that it was killed by the rise of science in that period. The reason, he explains, is because science, including the emergence in the period of human sciences such as medicine and psychology, has stepped in to explain why things happen. This was the job that tragedy once did. I think tragedy still does that job in ways that speak to us all as human beings and also to our responsibility for other human beings. In a brilliant book called The Fragility of Goodness, Martha Nussbaum put it like this: even good people need to be reminded of the meaning of pain for another as well as for themselves, especially in time of war when military passions run high and awareness of the enemy's similar humanity is easily lost from view in the desire to inflict a punishment. Tragedy reminds us of what exactly it is to feel pain, what it is to lose loved ones, what it is to be enslaved, what it is to be turned out of one's home, what it is, in Othello's case, to be betrayed by the man he trusts the most, honest Iago, and tricked into the most terrible of actions. Is there anyone so good, Nussbaum asks, as not to need such reminders, such an emotional housecleaning? As long as this question matters to us, tragedy will be alive to help us explore it by exploring ourselves. In the next section on The Winter's Tale, you will have the opportunity to investigate what happens when tragedy comes together or collides with comedy in Shakespearean tragicomedy. The emotion you will explore is jealousy and its terrible impact. Be enthralled as Mahendra guides you through this miraculous play, in which a child is lost and found, and a couple, torn apart by jealousy, are reunited and reconciled after 16 years of pain and grief. As you will see, the road to forgiveness is a long one, but it can be successfully travelled.